I want to share a second of deeply spiritual cycling experiences. I know that cycling is a physical sport, and this video looks a lot like a travel video. Yet each of my adventures has prepared me to be open to deeper truths and an awakening of my soul force. I left home to ride the Tour de Wellsville after multiple delays. Our vehicle had to be taken in for repairs immediately, so my husband got that started early that morning. I stayed home to prepare the food for the day. We missed our target leave time by an hour, but I remained calm. Finally, my husband said I should start out and he'd catch up with me. 5 miles later, even though I didn't try to pedal fast, he caught up with me saying I was a hard chick to catch. The first 30 miles were thankfully uneventful, although I did cross in front of a car on a quiet road, scaring both the driver and myself. We arrived in Bergen City, and I felt I needed to rest. The thought of the second half of the journey through Sardine Canyon brought me to tears. I wanted to quit. As I sat there, I looked at my bike and saw 2 broken spokes. We decided to find a repair shop and get the spokes fixed. This gave me a much needed rest as we waited in the shop. Thankfully, the owner wasn't busy on a Saturday afternoon and he was able to go straight to work. Just as we were leaving, a customer came in, surmised from our farewells that we were headed up the canyon, and gave us a tip for avoiding being crushed against a barricade where construction took the traffic down to 1 lane. Thankful for divine protection, we headed to the road that led up the canyon. I asked Glenn to wait for me in Manaway, knowing he was on a faster bike. When I pulled into Manaway, he was waiting for me, but he had bad news. His tire had popped, and he was getting a ride home. I declined the offer of a ride and continued on alone, knowing I had to finish this one. Without further rest, I continued on to where I would rejoin the highway after the barricade. It became steep as the mountain climbed to its apex. I kept a steady course and stopped at the top for breath. From there, it was all downhill, a seemingly simple task. Just stay balanced and watch for road debris. I topped out at 40 miles per hour, which is 64 kilometers per hour. Spiritually, the ride's most powerful lesson came as I turned onto my street. I finished the 61-mile journey with a powerful heavenly manifestation that I am seen and loved. I approached this state of mind that leads to transformation with detachment. It's not my puny legs that pedal to that illuminated place. I don't have to protect myself from failure either. I am on a path where surprises reward me without me knowing how or when I will receive. The benefits of cycling have nothing to do with the cycling stats or the personal achievements. I didn't even know I could rise to such a glorious place with something as simple as cycling. And I'm finding that cycling isn't the only vehicle for spiritual transformation, but breathing is required in all cases.